Hey, good morning, everybody. This is the professor with Day Trading for Success. So we're going to be doing something a little bit differently today. We're going to be trading mid caps. Okay, so I already was on Mara earlier this morning for the open, which is just a few minutes ago. And I did trade some pre-market as well and did pretty good. So I've already made my nut. And now we're going to get into trading a mid-cap strategy, which is a strategy that we're going to be developing and showing more on this channel because we've got the RV strategy already, which is large cap and mega cap, and now we're going to be showing a lot of mid-cap trading. I know a lot of people have been asking for that. So it's not a lot. So far, what we've been working on in back testing isn't too much different, except it relies on different pivot points. So I'll go over that very briefly. We'll still be starting at 10 o'clock or a half hour after the market excuse me, opens on the New York Stock Exchange, which is 10 o'clock East Coast time, U.S. So please read this disclaimer. Again, this is an entertainment channel. I am not a licensed financial advisor. You should absolutely seek the advice of one and someone you trust before you trade, and don't follow any of these strategies for any mook on YouTube without testing it and talking to people that you trust, including myself. Okay, guys, so hopefully you've read that. So I did pretty good earlier this morning, 6,000. So I made my nut. So for those of you that are new to this channel, basically we do trading examples of different strategies here: the open strategy, the escalator strategy, the RV strategy. We'll now be doing a mid-cap strategy that hasn't really been named yet. And we do it with the perfect 1-minute layout, which is available for free on this channel. So is the 5-minute layout, as well as all the custom indicators. This one stands for Day Trading for Success. This is the scalping indicator. This is an integral part of mid-cap trading as well. And we are in the process of souping up the scalping indicator for mid-cap and small cap. So it's going to be a little bit different. Then we're still working on that. But anyway, so that'll be coming up soon. That'll be available for free. All the scripts are free. There's 10 now that are for, and also you might be using more of the halt script that we have when you start getting into mid cap and small cap. So different scripts that you would use, and we'll start to talk about that more as we get into the strategy. So this is going to be a different kind of strategy. I'm going to have 2,000 shares, but this stock's only a $15 stock. So most of you can afford it, especially if you made the PDT rule. So we will set up the charts relatively the same way. We go into the, I have it minimized down here, a day. All right, so we look at the close of the previous day, and then we look at the average true range over a 14-day period, the ATR. As you can see down there, it's $2.59. So we divide that by 2, and we subtract half of it to get the ATR low, and then add half of it from the close to get the ATR high. Now we have created our range bound for mid-cap trading. So the mid-cap strategy is also going to be range bound. However, the big difference is it's very rare that on the mid caps that they plunge through it, and that we've been finding they pretty much stay in that range, which is safe. And it's also it's pretty safe to trade them too. It all comes down to share size. So you're just going to want to be careful what you pick, how volatile it is. So there's no one standard thing for any stock that you trade. So remember, guys, if you like what you see, to give us a thumbs up and subscribe. So everything here is free. We're not selling courses, so you can just watch and enjoy as we release our videos with different strategies from different people, a lot of people involved. So there isn't any book out about this strategy yet. There's nothing for me to hype about it. I'm sure the $1 Million Margin Club will put something out like it did for the RV strategy and the open strategy criterion. And then, of course, there's the pattern book, which is I can never remember the name of the damn pattern book, the candlestick pattern playbook. You'd think by now, I'd remember that. But anyway, that's pretty darn important in any type of trading. But as you get faster and faster with the smaller caps, as they more and more volatile, the patterns are really important. And so you really do need to study those, and I'll have a link for all those books. And again, as Trading in the Zone. And then next month, I'll be premiering a brand new book from a different author, and I'll be talking about him and why he was so important to me in my trading journey. And hopefully you guys will like that too. And I'll put a link to his book as well. So I'm going to put a link to all these books pretty soon, so that you can get them if you want. And I do highly recommend that you read from time to time. But anyway, I say that tongue in cheek because I'm guilty of that. Now, of course, I'm all audiobook, so it's a lot easier because I'm out hiking or exercising. I have my audiobook in, but I can't lie. I hate to put my face in a textbook or something. I much prefer to be told, what is this information? Please tell me. And this is coming from a former math teacher. Now, numbers I'm good at reading. Novels have never been my strong point. Well, I went through my whole phase with James Michener and, all those adventure novels when I was out at sea. Started with the Hardy Boys, if you must know. But anyway, because I know you were all dying. That's why I said that. Anyway, so you start with that ATR, average true range. Then you are going to make pivot points. And the different ways to make those pivot points are Fibonacci on a 2-day. So you always go left to right. This happens to be low to high. And that's going to create some support and resistance channels within that ATR high and low. So where's the low? The low is right down here. So it did create some in here, and it's kind of where all the action is. And where you see these OS, that's open session. This is pre-market. So I'm marking pivot points from just 2 days back, right? Now, sometimes I might do more depending on, we're trying to make the channels, a certain size based on share size. So these are the areas where the stock has turned around before within the ATR. So you don't usually have to go too far. But anyway, we can't really go below here because it didn't pick them up. The fib picked up the low. Right, and then we went up here, and then the fib picked up some of these highs in the ATR. So we kind of got the mean center without getting a lot of spaghetti. This is where the stock has turned around. This is where people are still waiting to buy or sell, a large group of people, wherever it's happening before. So that's why you mark those things. So that's why the only thing you're seeing on the mid-cap trading right now is marked out for pivots are on open sessions for the last 2 days on a 5-minute chart. And then, how far away am I? There we are. Okay. And then the Fibonacci, right? So you've got those marked out too. So now it's created. Look at the channel that created. Look at that on the 5-minute. And then as you look over here on the 1 minute, we've got multiple channels, unless you want to play kind of the high fib. You've got a nice big fib channel here. But if you're taking short scalps like I recommend, then you need tighter channels and you're going by patterns. If we were just to call out some of these patterns, there is a bearish tweezer telling you it's going to go down, and then it ended up being a bullish tweezer telling you it's going to go up. I mean, this is just like picture perfect. If you know how to read a pattern, look what's going to happen, and then you go up when it closed. You're like, oh, wow, it's turning green. I should go up, And then you've got a spinning top here, so it's kind of, and then another one, even a rickshaw man here, basically telling you indecision. So there's a little bit of problem here. That's when you start to rely on your channels and then your scalpers indicator. And then you get up here and it banged off that pre-market and open session. That was a double whammy there with some indecision telling you it's going to reverse, spinning top. And then boom, there it goes. It told you. You might have waited a hair right here just to see what's really going to happen here. Is it going to go back up? And it broke through it, so you're staying strong. And now you're getting sign of reversal again. These are telling you it's going to go back up. Then you start to use these pivot points. See it, boom, hit it hard. Then came back, broke through it. So somewhere in here, it's not real easy to trade, but you should have been able to save yourself any big losses and then write it down as it banked off that ceiling. A double ceiling there, and then it went down to the fib. And then again, now you've got your volume profile here set for intraday. So this is helping you as well. Like, hey, dude, turn around. This is going to be hard for it to break. So it broke a little bit, but then it went right back up. So I'll be calling these patterns as I trade. You can count on that from me. There is always enough to see the future right here, right? You don't have to know what's going to happen. You can see the future right here if you learn to read the patterns. Not 100%, obviously, guys, but don't give me bad emails, but, turn off the hate. So I also have a 15-minute, 5-minute here. Now, I'll be watching these just to make sure I don't get confused when I'm doing little scalps, that I'm missing the bigger picture of the direction. But I expect a stock like this after the half hour, after the market is open, just to churn. As you can see, the spread is really tight. Multiply these by 100, no problem filling 2,000 shares on market. Look at the depth of these. Now, different than the RV strategy, you will see me look at the level 2 quite a bit more to see what is the holdup on some of these prices, just to be a little careful of this huge stacking. It might give me pause to make that move. So this is when the level 2 gets into a little bit more, more value. Look at that. That was over 10,000 shares right there. So that, so you definitely want to watch some of these to see. Now, often you will get spoofing on the mid caps where they're just putting a big number out there. They never want you to buy. They just want you to turn around, or sell for that matter. They just want the stock to turn around. That's called spoofing. It's illegal. It happens all the time. Illegal. I don't know. It's against the, I guess you could call it illegal. It's against the exchange's rules, and people do it and they try to find them. They try to find a pattern, but I can tell you just from what I know and who I know that very rarely happens, that they ever catch the spoofers, because they'll just do it once or twice or 3 times and then switch stocks, which, you just can't get them. But anyway, you try. It's really hard to prove. I mean, I'm not going to go deep into that. I know I did that video, dark pools, and I did talk about that a bit. And then a couple people threatened to sue me, if you guys know the history of that whole thing. And I had to take that video down about dark pools, front runners, icebergs, the banks that were controlling and, moving the stock and making extra money. It was just crazy. It's crazy, and it's still going on all the time, every day. That's why getting in and out intraday is really good, unless you're going to go long-term with your money manager that's just watching your funds over a long period of time, and he or she are really diversifying for you, the company that you're using, so that you're not stuck in one particular thing. So if you get hit somewhere, you're usually making it 2 or 3 other places, and overall your money should be going up, other than the couple of slumps we have like COVID and stuff like that. But overall, right now the market's like the highest it's been. It's like amazing. I mean, the economy's good, the unemployment's good, like everything is just like great. I don't know why there's so much, I do know why. Politics is why there's so much negative news. And then people start to feel that, I'm just going to stop. Never mind. Anyway, yeah, so the market's doing really good right now. And I have a bunch of people trading with me here today. And we're going to go in right like the RV strategy. So that would be 10 o'clock my time to trade this mid-cap stock. This is a mid-cap stock. So I think it's over 10 billion, or right under 10 billion. I don't know. It's between 2 and 10 billion, I think. I looked up when we first started, and I can't remember now. But so this is the setup, and I'll be talking through the trades as we go. So let me just get a little bit more prepared for everybody. Looks like we're really on a trend up. So you're going to see very much smaller scalps, 5 cents, 10 cents, maybe 20 cents. And you try to get in and out with 2,000 shares. So everybody take note of what I'm starting roughly. Let's just call it 6,200 and see how I do. So let's see if that 50% fib is going to stop it here. So if anything would stop this move, this would stop this move. So that just went up. I'm kind of sorry we missed that move. Well, that went up like 40 cents. That's a nice move for 2,000 shares, right? So that would have been a great move. So let's see. It is rejecting off of that, which is interesting. Yeah, it's already rejecting off of that. So now here we go. We are reconciling perfectly, which is good. The level 2 is where it's supposed to be, and sometimes that doesn't work with although it's thickly traded, it's not moving a zillion miles an hour. It's kind of spinning, spinning in one price point on the level 2. It's kind of spinning around. So you look for pops on the level 2. It's not quite like trading smaller micro caps, but it still can move a lot. And this has always been for a while, this has been a pretty thickly traded stock. So we can expect some action here, guys. So we have roughly 2 minutes to go, unless everybody's ready to go. Okay, I have a series of readies to go. So I think with that in mind, I'm going to short, guys. I'm going to short as it breaks that fib. I'm going to go ahead and short. So I shorted right away. I have it right at the fib. So that was a little bit of slip because I thought I was getting it at 37, 36, but it's a little bit of so no problem filling, as you saw with market. They love it. They make their money on it. They don't charge trading fees here per se, but they do mark up the whatever trade there is as they go across this bridge between the bid and the ask. There's a toll booth, and they're marking them up. So you got to watch for that. So, I'm going to be looking for little trades. Like that might even have been one, if that was going to stall there, to just try to catch that quick $100, $200, not the numbers you're used to seeing me do. Okay, so I do have a $300 max loss per trade is what I set it at, which should be pretty easy to maintain with 2,000 shares because this does not move more than a few cents at a time. So yeah, I wish I would have captured that and just recaptured it because the slippage, the spread is a penny. Right? And then look at the depth. So you're not going to have much slippage, right? You're also not going to have an opportunity to make a crap load of money because it's barely going to move, So you do have to, you're probably going to see me take, wow, okay, so that's not good. So that's kind of a flat top breakout, not picture perfect, but I'm calling that pattern right now that I'm down 100 and I was already up 200 at one point or something, right? So that's not good. So we're going to hold that unless it breaks up here or it hits my max loss per trade. So that's, sorry, guys, I called. Now, I am quarterbacking, but everybody is responsible for their own trades. Obviously, I started with a huge cushion, but that's not fair because that's not really for the trading right here. That was for when I traded at the open. And actually, pre-market, I think I had over 3K pre-market. And then I caught the big rip at the open. And there you can go in 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 shares, no problem getting filled, So I think I had actually 6,000 shares at the open. Okay, so it's just playing games with us here. So we're going to try to capture in these channels. Right, it looks like I might be trading right in here to start. So it's a different style than you've seen me do, guys. Now the 5-minute and the 15-minute are saying it's just a move up, a trend up. So it's being counterintuitive where I am right now. But there is a lot of little dips for mid-cap trading, particularly on this stock. We've traded this stock before. I'm not sure I've made it available on the recordings, but so now this seems like it's going to go back and forth. So I'm going to be careful to try to catch these smaller scalps because I probably could have scalped like 4 or 5 times already. And I'm not worried about doing a lot of tiny, $80, $50 scalps because there's not going to be much slippage and the spread is very, very tight. So let's just see if this 31 holds at this open session pivot, holds it right here. Because this seems to be the channel now, and this is still channel trading. This is why I marked it out. Okay, there it goes down. That's why I marked it out. So, but it is still hanging strong at that $16.30. So there's a lot going on there. People not wanting that to go down. It's pretty thickly traded right here. So we'd like to see it kind of make some bigger moves than this, guys. But let's see. Okay, there we go. It seemed like it went down further than it really did. 29. Yeah, that's only 2 cents. Doesn't that look? Oh, it's like 20 cents. It's 2 cents. Okay, there we go. All right, so I'm gonna catch this soon, guys. I'm gonna flip soon here. Let's see what we got here. How far is that going down? Wow, is that going to go down to the 16, 17? It is. It's hitting there. So let's see if it breaks that, or we got to turn around right there. Get ready. Get ready for a turnaround. I'm going to turn around. It doesn't look like it's... so I think I got it. It's unfortunate that I already have this, but I think I'm up a couple hundred. Yeah, I was at 6,200, right? So I'm up a couple $100 on that trade, and then it broke it. So that was my first trade, doing it with this style of mid-cap trading. Wow. It looks like it's going to keep going down to me. I don't like the look of this. 100. I might take a lesser loss here if this doesn't get up here. I'm going to just take that. I'm going to take a lesser loss there, guys. I'm back on a short position there. So now basically we saw the turnaround here. Okay, this is a shooting star, right? Here is a inverted hammer going down here, or you could almost call this a rickshaw, man. Both of these were telling us this was going to turn around. I was watching the price action, so both of these were telling us this was going to go down. So, and it did. And you know, we're used to a much bigger, I mean, it really only went down like 15 cents. So we're going to be catching some small moves here. It's a different style of trading than you've seen me do. This is a lot of trading. A lot of people love this style of trading. So here we go. We had a double tap on this fib and then it broke it. So we're right at it still. So this fib's got some respect. We're getting back into the volume profile intraday, which is set right here. Here's the point of control, the magnet. This is telling you that it's going to go long again. This is an indecision right here. So this could be considered to be an inverted hammer right here on the bottom of the move. It's not enough to really be a ladder bottom move up. But it could be going up soon here. So we have to watch indecision here. And the problem is that the movements are going to be so small that you got to watch these close. So again, oh, look at that. It dropped below that fib when it went open. So what have I got it at? 619. You guys doing? Now, even dollar and half dollar on these, on this type of trading is a big deal. Like breaking 16 bucks would be, is a big deal. So, and I'm going to assume it's not going to be able to do that, but let's see. So both the 5-minute and 15-minute are showing a reversal of the upward trend. So I'm looking at the level 2, 1606. It's got a big, look at the orders here, guys, over 10,000. Multiply that by 100. That is holding it up from going down. So it doesn't make sense to sit there and wait for that to go. Oh, it broke through it. Wow, it spun through that fast. I'm going to actually pick that up. Now there's going to be a correction for that. So I'm over 500 now for that. So let's see about that. So now we're getting, it's a little, well, with the wick, you have a bull tweezer starting to happen here, but there's still 40 seconds for this candle, right? So the even dollar amount I'm going to count as serious support, okay? That's right around here. There's your VWAP too as support, right there. This is the beginning of a pattern. Okay, so it already played its move here. Well, it didn't really. This showed it being a reversal, and it didn't. It went down first. So now we have, this is still saying that there should be a reversal. This is saying there should be a reversal if it closes green, which it appears that it's going to. So, and there's my open on this trade. Now the scalpers indicator is basically saying the buyers are winning out. You can see the strong sellers were way back here. Then the sellers went down with the volume. They started to creep up, but then the buyers said, nope, we're gonna take this. So you've got stronger buyer going on right here over seller. As you can see, can it break that fib? Can it break that fib? That's the next question. It did. Nice. So here's the top of the volume profile. That would be a strong intraday volume profile. This would be a strong resistance. This is the break, the flat top again. It's never really broken out of this. So and then this pattern was telling you it's a bull tweezer. It's not picturesque. So again, as I mentioned yesterday, I think it was yesterday. I'm not sure when these videos are being released. The pattern's really dependent on how many people see the same thing. I mean, that book that was done by all these, that they used all these different experts' information, the candlestick pattern playbook, has a rating system in there, which is pretty important. So you learn them and then you rate them. This is a spinning top right here, which is a sign of a reversal, which makes me think that it's not going to go up any further. So that's a spinning top. Right there. So let's take a breath here. Are we going to lose everything we just had here? Wow, I should have sold up there, huh? Gonna break back through that fib. There you go. More people trying to sell than buy. But these change, look at this down here at the $16 here. Look at that, 13,000 shares. That's why it's good to look at this more on mid cap. There we go. There we go. Here we go, guys. So it's banging against the higher volume profile here. So it broke through the 9. That's my 9 moving average. There's the 20. It broke. Wow, that's a good move. I'm gonna probably turn around that next open session and bank what I have here, because it's hard to bank anything. I'm going to go ahead and take that. I think, what did I get it at? 23. So I'm expecting this will go red a second, but I don't want to see it go red up here. Then you'll see me turn around. So I'd rather bank that money. I've got close to $1,000 on these few trades I've taken today. So, as I thought, it didn't continue. So now we're going to look for a channel. Let's see if it can consolidate here. Or if it breaks through that, then we look to get our money, or to hold a little longer. So I'm looking to reverse to see if this is just a little pullback. Wow, that's nice. So that went through, that went to the fib. Okay, I'm going to stop at the fib. I got it exactly 1 cent from the fib. It got me $1,100 for today, almost $1,200. So let's see if we can ride this here. You guys, I see a couple people red up there, which I don't like to see. It's a different type of trading. Again, we have a tweezer move. It's not picture perfect. Some people might call that engulfing, but this pattern, basically, however you want to read it, is reading for it to go down. Wow. Okay, here we go. So I'm going to go off that fib again if it gets, yeah, I got up there. I'm going to go right off that. What did I get at? 23? Not the fib, the open session. So I went ahead and banked more in anticipation we're going to do this little back and forth. And if it doesn't, I quickly reverse again. So if you're not used to seeing me trade, I reverse. I stay in position, even more so in mid cap and small cap. I stay and I just react quickly to reverses. So there you go. I see everybody's at least green now. Got a couple people over 1,000, which is great. Looking good, guys. We're looking good. So I'm looking for this dip. There it goes. I'm going to go ahead and take that again on the fib. So we're channel trading here. Floor, ceiling, ceiling, floor. So this is not being respected a little bit, this open session at 16.17, but this 16.14 and 16.25, 24 are being respected. So those are the ones where I'm just trying to go back and forth on. And mid caps will do this a lot after half hour after the open. It just sort of goes sideways, and it's really safe, especially if you have smaller share size. It's really safe to just kind of surf that. You can't go too far wrong just by going back and forth on a consolidating channel. And the RV strategies like that too. It's just the stock market's been going up so much, and we've been doing things like NVIDIA and stuff, that it's almost like trading a small cap the way they act. And it's been very exciting, but it's not really why the pattern. I'm going to go ahead and reverse right there. It's not why the pattern was designed. So I saw that fading. Reverse again. Trying to creep this up ever so slowly. That could have been a bad one. Show me any green. Show me any green. I'm gonna take a loss there. I think I lost $10. I should have waited. Okay. It looked like it was fading here to me, so look at how the volume has just dropped here, guys. Wow. So, yeah, this is being very thickly traded here, slowing things down for us here. Wow, I missed that scalp while I was messing around. Darn it. I can't afford those kind of numbers with these baby scalps. I'm going to hold it for the down move because I think it's going to go right back down. So I think we could pretty much determine that this little channel and this channel here are the channels. That's what it looks like. Now, we may see a drop here at any time, but this seems to be like how we should be playing it. It's bouncing on the fib. Okay, that time I went through the fib. Okay, that's good. Wasn't expecting that. That's good. I'm going to take it off the 05, 1605. It hit down there with a lot. Look at the buyers, sellers, I mean. Look at that go up. I'm not going to jump out just because of that. I'm going to wait a second. That's a lot of power down there. It's heading toward the VWAP. Let's see if it can break $16. Look how thick this is right here. Look at this. Oh, my God. We're not going to break that. I'm going to take that right there. What did I get that at? Okay, I just didn't think it was going to break that, so this is why you want to look at level 2. Yeah, it can make a big difference on the pulling up. I'm going to reverse up there and see if it goes back. It takes another stab down there. See if it takes another stab down there. Plus I got a winning trade out of it. I was over 1,800 for a second there. So you're going to start playing up there, up in the higher channels again. No, see, it's going down again. Let's see. You can't really call that a bear tweezer. This is a tough. I don't see a pattern here really. That's really nobody's. So everybody's trading level 2. It's not a good pattern right there. Can it break 16? I'm going to hang a second longer. See if it breaks. Boy, if it breaks 16, it might really go. 1604. Probably not going to do it, right? It's not as thickly, they worked away at the numbers down there. They kind of beat them back. Look at the level 2s. It's thinned out quite a bit. It might make a move down here. Both the 15 and the 5-minute are saying go down. We're hovering on top of the VWAP, right at $16 even. This is a good trade. I'm going to take that. Where did I get that at? 16 even. Is it going to break? Well, I banked it enough where I took a shot. That the point of control, this is the point of control right here. So still, this did not tell me to sell that position, right? I sold that position based on price action for the support and resistance in the even dollar, that it's going to spring back up. Now, if it breaks the even dollar, I mean, there's nothing automatic for everything, but if it breaks an even dollar and it goes way beyond it, then it's gone. You know, I would say that you're below the even dollar, but it's not doing that, which is the thing. So man, it's just messing around here, huh? Seems like it's going to hover right down here. Volume dropped right at the even dollar. Everybody's like, what's happening right here? Are we going to break below it? You know, so remember, you're trading with a bunch of lemmings. So they're all going to kind of move as a crowd here. So if you've made the PDT, this is easy for you to trade with this many shares. And of course, you could be doing this with 100 shares and, you know, end up walking away with $100, $200 for the day and feeling pretty safe that you were never in too much danger. Obviously, you want to make a trading plan. You know, remember, guys, to subscribe and give a thumbs up if you like the content. Check out all the different videos, how to speed up your platform, how to tell which way the market's going to go. Every day there's a video for that. How to set up your charts, how to set up your scanners to find stocks like this, mid cap, small cap, and then the mega cap if you want to do the RV strategy. Yeah, I'm just gonna bank off the 16. If it gives me a little bit of room up above the 16, I'm gonna look for a pullback back down. Nope, that was it. I was trying to get back into a short position here, but I lost my chance up there at the 16. I'm exactly at 16, so this has been just me sitting here, kind of a lame trade because I haven't been able to take any trade. 1601, give me a few cents. A little higher, 2, 3. I'll take that. I think I got some money out of that. Okay. Now, spinning top again. This is the bottom of a ladder, not quite a full ladder. If that had turned red, a ladder bottom. These are telling me that it's going to turn around. There's a hanging man here. These are telling me it's going to go back up right when I got out. But it's also banging against the VWAP right here. Some people call it the VWAP. That sounds dumb to me. All those people are really stupid. Just kidding, guys. And they're calling me an idiot now. Why do you call it the VWAP? You're so dumb. Shoot. So I really got out at the wrong time. Look at that. Now, we're only talking like 2 cents. But with 2,000 shares, you know, it starts to add up. But yeah, you're not going to see me panic with these kinds of this kind of movement here. So man, going to drop below 16 at all? What's going on with the bid and the ask here? What's going on? Is this stuck? I'm going to get that. What did I get that at? 1597. So I didn't even see if I was making money, but I like the fact that I was right below the $16. I'm right on this line, boy. Open pre-market, pivot, point of control, open session. It's all grinding right here. This is where all the price, you can see this coming in here. And there's the big wide point of control. There's the actual point. So this is where everybody's trading, right? So now you just look at the I'm looking for this, you know, my thing would be look for this to get above the right around the 1601 or 1603. So it's just going to be a few cents. See if it breaks back up in the areas where we were seeing it before and then ride it back down. Now at any time it could do one of these, you know, in the opposite direction. So I have to be prepared to reverse my position. It's almost like I should be happy with like $60, guys. It's just craziness here. That's 110. Is that going to go up any higher? I'm going to take that. So I got it at 1603. So let's assume that the 5 stops at dead if I'm not completely in the wrong position. Yep, you guys are all green, nice and healthy. Yep, I flipped around on that one a little too quick. I could have made more profit on that one. Remember, I started at 6,200 though, so I'm doing okay. 2,300 for this little medium cap in about 24 minutes. So the scalping indicator is showing a rise in sellers. Now it's kind of slowed back down again. So 15 minutes says it's going down. 5 minutes, not sure. We have not a tweezer move here, so that is a spinning top, means it's going down. So it's going down. That's good. That's what we wanted. We wanted it to go down. It's $100. I'm going to write a little longer. Wow, it's making a move to break that cycle it's been in to a new channel down there. Let's see if he can write it a little longer. I'm halfway down maybe would be good, so that at least if I called it wrong, I'm not way out of position. Nope. Okay, I gave up that $100. Oh, there it is back again. So, this spinning top is telling you it's going down. So it did go down, and maybe that's it. So we have to start to analyze these patterns. How big a move are you really going to get out of these patterns with this type of spread and general movement of the stock? I remember like a couple years ago when you traded the SQs and the SQQQ and the TQQQ. It was just like insane. It was insane. You're doing a couple, 3,000-4,000 shares, you always get filled, and it's just like moving so fast. But yet, just a couple bucks it would move, but everybody was doing such high share size. Wow. So how far is that going to go down? That's 80. I'm going to take that right there. God, I keep looking at the ask. It's throwing me off. See, look at that. Now it's the bid. What are you guys doing here? Yeah, this is messed up. Okay, well, I'm just going to look right here. So I got it at 90. Yeah, I'm long at 90 right now. I'm going to short right there, take that brief profit and hope it banks off that line there. Whoa. Wow. I looked down just in time to see it bank right there and get down to 87. So that brought me up to 9K. I might make 3,000 on this today. So we're getting close to the time I'm going to be stopping, guys. So I think most of you are over a couple thousand, which is good. Yeah, these last little channels here at the end have been great. So I'm looking at, remember, look here, because these are being not reconciled. There we go. They weren't reconciling properly until this keeps popping out. That's the problem with Thinkorswim sometimes. It's just messes up. So the chart seems to be okay. I'm looking into the mid to high 90s, back up toward that support. Right now we're at 1590. It would give me 91, 92, 93, 92. I don't want to tell you where I'm looking, but I'm looking right in the center between the spread up there, the top of that level 2. See if we can get up to 9,200. That would be 3K for me on this mid cap this morning. Looking for 1595, 96, 97. I will reverse. Slowly stepping up there. Buyers have kind of gone down with the volume, unfortunately. The volume gone down with the buyers, however you want to look at it. Reversal patterns down there to send it upward. There's almost 94. There's 94. I'm getting ready to reverse here. Darn, it just faded. Looked like it was going to shoot up there. 93, 94. That's 120. I'm going to take that. I'm going to take that. What did I get? I get 1593 short. 1593 short. Yeah, so I'm just gonna buy out, guys, on this. So I'm past time here. Ugh. See if it can dip back down to that line. Down here. One more time. See if this is gonna pull back again. None of these are definitive good moves, and it's hitting up here. So it's hitting right on the 97. I wish I would have waited a little bit. But this is all it's given me right here, 95, 94, 95. So you see these 96, 97, but you're not getting it. Now I would have got it. Yeah, now it's hurting me because it's taking away my last trade if it keeps going up. There we go. That's what I wanted to see. 91. Let's get it down. Let's get it back down. Let's drop all the way down. Wow. That was good. 88. Is that it? I can make the 3K right there. Ah, it didn't stay down there. I know. $89, $88. I'm going to take that. What did I get that in? Oh! Oh, you guys. Come on. $5 off my goal. $5 off to make me take another trade. It's the kiss of death to do that, right? It's the kiss of death to take another trade that way, but I'm going to do it anyway. 90, 1590. Can I get a little higher? I'm going to try one more time on a short, see if it pulls back down. Yeah, I could have got it at 92. Could have got it at 94. Now, see, this is it. Kiss of death, like I said. Well, I'm not going to let it drop below 9K there, so should have waited a little longer for this to dip back down. I went the opposite direction there. Oh, well. Seemed like it wasn't done trying to make a play for that bottom of the volume profile down here and this 86. But it looks like it's going the other way now. So I could have easily rode that up. You know, it just didn't. I wanted it to complete its move down here, so. So I'm at 90, so we're looking for it to go down. And anywhere in the 80s will get me over 92. This is kind of stupid. I'm just trying to get like, there we go. Yes, baby. $20. All right. Okay, guys, that's it for me today. I hope you enjoyed the content. I will see you soon. We got a bunch of cool stuff coming up in the following week. And you guys be careful out there trading the sim. Stay green out there. Only really listen to experts, financial advisors that maybe you pay for, and not just YouTubers. Okay, guys? All right, thanks for watching.